Right. Today's practical exam should be quite simple. You'll be repotting the Dittany in front of you and choosing the correct new growing medium. Points will be given for both speed and accuracy. Is everyone ready?
Ready.
Ready, Professor.
Excellent. All right. Begin. My poor plants. Who did this? No one answers? In that case, detention. All of you.
All of us? But we didn't do anything. It was all Cassandra.
Do you have any proof?
No.
Well then, detention. Whoever was responsible will have to think long and hard about what they've done. And the rest of you can think on being more careful around living things. Class dismissed.
I just don't understand her. Some days she's so mean. Other days she's almost nice. But this...
This was a step too far.
The worst? You really think she's bad?
Well, yeah. Who else would have hidden a venomous tentacula in our patch?
You can't prove it was her, Daniel. And besides, she's not nearly as bad as some of the bullies in my year.
Who were they?
Slytherins. They made my life a nightmare.
What did they do?
Too much to say, but I shouldn't gossip. And I have to get these plants repotted before their roots dry. On with you, get to your next class.
Who do you think those Slytherins were?
I don't know. But if they were worse than Cassandra, I almost don't want to find out.
It's not fair. We shouldn't be in here. This was all Cassandra's doing.
You heard Professor Longbottom. We don't have any proof.
We don't need proof. Why would we hide a tentacula in our own trough? We know it was Cassandra. It's always her. Besides, you know how much she loves venomous tentacula.
Oh, I know. I've heard her talking to her plants like they're pets. Then again, I've heard you talking to your potions the same way.
What's this? Students making merry when they're in detention?
We weren't having fun. Don't worry about that.
Maybe an extra 2 hours of polishing would do it. And then you can clean the toilets.
What? No, that's not fair. We're almost done with all the trophies.
Don't look like it to me. Detention ain't like the old days. Wouldn't see no kids laughing when they're hanging by their toes in the dungeons. Nope, not like the old days at all. Shame, really. Thought we turned a corner with the Inquisitorial Squad.
The what?
Inquisitorial Squad. Head Mistress Umbridge's brilliant idea. Now she had vision. Knew that students needed to be put in their place.
What did the Inquisitorial Squad do?
Kept other students in check. Important to have a man on the inside. Mostly Slytherins, including 3 of the best this school has ever seen. Enough talking. Back to work, or it's scrubbing the dungeons for the 2 of you.
I wonder if those are the same Slytherins Professor Longbottom was talking about.
It wouldn't surprise me. I'm just glad they're not at school anymore.
Same here. But aren't you just a little curious? A group that notorious, even now they're still talked about?
Yeah, for being cruel.
Still, I think we should do some research to find out who they were. And I think I know right where to check.
You do?
Filch mentioned an umbrage. I bet she'd know more.
Well then, looks like we'll have to find out more about her. I don't get it. She was a headmaster, right? So why isn't her portrait anywhere?
It doesn't make any sense. It's like they've erased all memory of her.
Hello, you two. What are you doing in the holes in this hour? It's nearly bedtime.
We were searching for Professor Umbridge's portrait, but can't find a thing. Did you know her?
Why would you be researching her?
We were trying to find out more about those bullies you mentioned. Filch mentioned Umbridge's Inquisitorial Squad. We figured it might be the same group, but we can't find note of them anywhere.
For good reason. That was a dark time in Hogwarts history.
What happened? Those Slytherins sound like real nasty characters.
They were. 3 of them. Draco Malfoy, Vincent Crabbe, and Gregory Goyle. They stalked these halls like they owned the place. Biggest bullies I've ever seen. Never saw one without the others. On their own, they weren't particularly terrible. But together...
Wow, this sounds worse than Cassandra.
Cassandra might have a few sharp edges, but Malfoy and his gang were nothing but malice and spite. Even sided with you-know-who during the Battle of Hogwarts. At least, at first.
No way. I can't believe anyone at Hogwarts would side with him.
Like I said, dark days. But even Malfoy came around in the end. He sided with Harry Potter and his allies.
He redeemed himself? Really?
Really. Even the worst bullies have something to make them human. Remember that. Now, off to bed with you. Trust me, you do not want a second detention with Filch.
Well, I guess that's one mystery solved.
Even if Malfoy turned to good at the end, I think I'm glad he and his friends aren't at Hogwarts anymore. I'll take Cassandra and her snark any day over them.
You know, Robin, the food isn't going anywhere. You can stop to breathe.
I know. I just can't wait to go outside and get on my broom.
But I thought we were all going to revise for our History of Magic exam today.
Oh yeah, but it's so nice out. Seems a shame to waste the day indoors studying, doesn't it? Besides, I've nearly perfected the sloth grip rope. Oh no.
It's all right. The letter didn't get too soggy from the porridge. You should still be able to read it.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Then what's the matter?
It's a howler. Mom sent me a howler.
Best to open it and get it over with. The longer you put it off, the worse it'll be.
Robin, Huang, Thistlethwaite! Your father and I have been patient, but enough is enough! If you don't buckle down and raise your marks, we will have no choice but to ground you. Literally! That means no flying and certainly no Quidditch! If I get one more report from your professors that your head is in the clouds and not in your studies, I will come up there and confiscate your broom myself!
What am I going to do? I'll die if I can't fly!
The solution's obvious, isn't it? All you have to do is revise.
Yeah, well, that's easier said than done. I've never been very good at reading or memorizing facts.
Don't worry, Robin. We'll help you. Here, why don't we start with the material for this week's History of Magic exam? Let's see. Who was Emmerich the Evil?
He was that wizard who wore a jellyfish as a hat, wasn't he?
No, that was Uric the Oddball. Emmerich the Evil was a wizard who terrorized the south of England in the early Middle Ages. He was killed in a duel against Egbert the Egregious, remember?
No, that's the problem. All this history stuff is so boring. Even when I do manage to get through reading without falling asleep, I always mix up all the names and dates.
Maybe it's not the material you find boring, but the studying method, Robin. Grab your broom and meet me on the Quidditch pitch. I have an idea.
Not that I'm complaining about getting to fly, but are you sure this is a good idea? The exam is in just a few days.
The solution's obvious, isn't it? All you have to do is revise.
Traditional revising methods might work for us, Kevin, but they're clearly not working for Robin. That's why I'm proposing a more hands-on approach. One that takes advantage of Robin's strengths. Robin, you and I are going to act out the duel between Emmerich the Evil and Egbert the Egregious. You can be Emmerich, mounted on the fearsome dragon steed he was rumored to ride. I'll be Egbert.
Why not? If it helps me keep my flying privileges, I'll try anything.
Howler!
And so Emmerich the Evil was slain by Egbert the Egregious, thus ending his reign of terror once and for all.
Did it work?
Let's see. Robin, when and where did Emmerich the Evil operate?
The south of England in the early Middle Ages?
That's correct. Well done, Robin. You remembered. And well done to you too for figuring out a revising method that actually worked.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you actually made revising fun! Thank you! Now come on, we've still got 9 chapters worth of material to act out!
Hello, where's Daniel? Wait, let me guess. He's with Elliot Evers. Again.
You don't approve?
I wouldn't say that, but Daniel hasn't been focused on finding the key. Since he began spending so much time with his new friend, I guess I'm just worried.
Worried about what, Ivy?
Nothing. How's Elliot?
He's very busy, but he did find the time to teach me a couple of advanced defensive spells. And a few offensive ones, too.
Be careful, Daniel. Messing around with advanced magic isn't a good idea.
Look who's talking.
All right, settle down. Today, we're going to work with several species of vampiric vegetation. Which means we need to review defanging techniques. Everyone come up and pick a plant. Gloves on, please. Excellent work, class. I think even a muggle dentist would be impressed.
And what, good sir, would a muggle need with a collection of defanged vegetation? Perhaps for a display of magical might in front of some other muggles, maybe?
What are you talking about? Are you all right, Miss Crane?
Oh, I'm quite all right. Tell me, Professor, where does one store such potentially illegal vegetation? Perhaps in a secret storeroom in the dungeons?
Who told you that?
I have my sources.
Well, yes, I have a storeroom, but it's hardly a secret. Just full of odds and ends. Seeds, mostly. Nothing illegal, I assure you.
I'll be the judge of that.
Merlin's beard. That's all for today. Class dismissed.
I think Crane might be coming undone.
Maybe. We'd better follow her and see what's in that dungeon. It could be the key.
It doesn't look like she's found anything.
I still don't see how Professor Longbottom could be in league with Not Me. It just doesn't make sense.
Who knows? Elliot said everyone's a suspect.
That's ridiculous.
Is it?
Elliot, what are you doing here?
Having a bit of fun. Watch.
Aha! I have you now, not me. That's not possible!
Why aren't her spells working?
Because it's a boggart, isn't it, Elliot? You told her Professor Longbottom was hiding something here, and then set a trap for her.
Yes. She deserved it for all the trouble she's caused.
No! I must capture you! I can't. Not again.
This feels...
If you want to act the hero, be my guest. See you around, Daniel.
Does anyone remember how to fight a boggart?
How about 3 of them?
Incendio!
Mom?
You turned your back on the family, Daniel. Have you forgotten who you are?
No. I'll protect Esme. I'll be a good boy, Mom. I promise.
A good boy? No, Daniel. You're bad. Just like me. Ridiculous!
Are you okay, Daniel?
Yes. Yes, I'm fine. It just surprised me.
Was that your mother?
No, I don't know. The boggart got it wrong. She's a good person. I'm a good person.
Crane ran off. I think she was embarrassed. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it?
No. I'm fine, Ivy. Let's go.
There they go! This is so exciting. Do you think either of them has a chance?
There's only one position open, but Robin is very good. As for Kevin, I think he'll be happy to just stay upright on his broom.
Speaking of embarrassments, Crane is coming over. She's not alone. There's another woman with her. Hello, Miss Crane. Feeling better?
What? Oh, yes. I'm fine. Thank you. Now, children, allow me to introduce Rita Skeeter, reporter extraordinaire, and I'm proud to say, a good friend. Rita, these are the 3 students I mentioned.
Ah, yes. The trio who heroically battled the nefarious Not Me to save... What was it again? A bush?
It was a tree in Hogsmeade.
I understand, dear. You couldn't help but get involved, could you? There's a few like you every year. You stumble into trouble, lured by danger's siren song. It's the nature of this school, Lindarina. I'm sure of it. It inspires even the most hopeless to be heroes.
Hopeless? Do I look hopeless to you?
Not entirely, no. You do look a tad familiar, however. Have we met before? Been in the papers, have you?
No, I'm nobody.
My dear, we're all somebody, although some of us are more important than the rest.
Is that Professor Longbottom? I'll be right back.
Still, there's something about you, isn't there? Is it possible I've met your parents?
I doubt very much you've met Daniel's parents. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're trying to watch the Quidditch tryouts.
Yes, very thrilling, I'm sure. But I didn't come here to cover Quidditch, did I?
If you're here to write about Crane, good luck. Her investigation is a mess. I don't think there's anything you can say that's going to help her.
Help her? What makes you think I'm here to do that? I doubt anyone would read that. But you, there's still something about your face. Are you sure I've never met your mother?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. It was wonderful to meet you all. Good luck with your Quidditch tryouts.
Actually, I think the tryouts are over. That was fast. Is that good or bad?
I don't know, but here comes Kevin. At least he's still in one piece. Don't tell him we missed most of his flying.
Kevin, you were, great.
Thank you. Be sure to tell Robin. The only reason I can fly this crazy broom is because of her. Did you see her up there? She was brilliant.
I made the team!
I want you to have this. You're already so good, but you deserve to fly the best broom in the sky. I can't wait to see you win us the Quidditch Cup.
I made the team, and I get to ride a firebolt!
Where's Daniel?
He said something about sending an owl to his mother, which I told him he couldn't do because they won't let owls into Azkaban. And then he said he had a better idea about how to talk to her and left. I'm sure it involves Elliot Evers, whatever it is.
No, I don't think it does. You better come with me. I know where he went.
Daniel wants to be alone. He needs to do this.
Let us pass, Elliot. We know what's best for our friend.
I don't think you know Daniel at all. He's not who you think he is. He's special.
We know him better than you. Now get out of our way.
No. If you want to see Daniel, you're going to have to get through me.
If If you insist.
Look at you. Daniel, the good boy. You're not a good boy. You're the same as your father, your brother, and me. You know it's true. I'm a criminal, and I always have been. Stop lying to yourself and accept it. What are you afraid of, Danny?
Leave him alone. Ridiculous!
Daniel, why did you come here?
I missed her. I know that sounds crazy because it's just a boggart and not my mum, but it's not the only reason I came. If Gridley's right, if Mum's really a criminal, what does that make me?
You're not a bad person, Daniel. Trust me. I know about these things, remember?
I thought about that, Ivy. But this is different. I don't need to fight anyone to know who I am. I can feel it in my heart. When Elliot tricked Crane into finding the boggart, I knew it was wrong, but I was glad he did it. She deserved it.
No, I don't believe it. You're a good person, Daniel.
You're not listening, Ivy. I don't care if I'm good or bad. I want to be strong, powerful. I want to win, whatever it takes.
That doesn't make you a bad person, and it certainly doesn't make you a criminal, even if your whole family is in jail.
Not all of them. Esme is a good person, and I'm going to protect her, no matter what. Gridley said I should embrace who I am, and I'm going to do that.
You sound just like Elliot.
Do I? Good. He's going to be a powerful wizard, Ivy. And so am I. Ridiculous! You see? I'm not afraid anymore. And I know exactly who I am.